Hey guys, could this be the last episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance? Could it? I don't know. I kind of feel it in my joints, as Sir Robard says, but that's to do with the weather. But yeah, I kind of feel it might be the last one. It might not be, but it might be. So this might be the last time I say welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So we're here, by the way, because we're waiting for 2 days. The trebuchet bombardments of Talmberg. So I thought before we finish off that, let's just make sure we haven't got anything. We are finished with Teresa. So maybe one last date for the road. Maybe let's have a word.
If I didn't know you, you'd have given me a fright in that armor.
Okay. Would you like to go somewhere?
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
Ooh. So there was something. Okay. That was a surprise.
Henry, do you think sometimes about how it was in Scarlet?
How do you mean?
Back then, before everything. When I was taking care of the hens at the mill, taking Sammy his lunch at the mine.
That was a good old days.
Seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
In the summer, I always took my shoes off and walked barefoot the whole way. And when it was really hot, I'd stop at the stream and stick my feet in the water for a while.
I had to make do with the tub in the yard when I was helping Pa in the forge. You know how hot it gets there in the summer? I always sneaked off if I could, even though I knew Pa would tan my hide when he came home.
I remember that. He was always looking for you all over the village, but you'd be hiding somewhere with Fritz and Matthew. Me and the other girls used to follow you secretly, but we never told your Pa where you were. And when he gave up looking for you, the three of you would go off to the woods to beat each other with sticks.
Yeah, we were playing at being nights. Jesus, I used to get black and blue from it. I can still feel some of the blows that big ox Fritz landed on me.
No more playing at nights. Now you're practically a real one.
Yes. I'm the very soul of night. I'm no knight.
No, I'm no knight.
You are, though, as chivalrous as they come. You saved my life.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, then you're a knight too. After
Yes,
all, you saved
very
my
true.
life.
From
Henry,
run
a
to
girl can't be a knight.
But she can save lives just as well.
Oh, who wouldn't save a little lamb like you?
All right, okay. I thought we were going to get to some monkey business.
Home already. See you another time then.
Well, Teresa, thank you very much. I might not see you again, but let's get back to Talmberg and continue the show. See you there, guys. All right, so we're back here at the bombardments, the trebuchet. We have to wait 2 days, basically, according to the journal. So it says here, wait until the 2-day bombardment is finished. But we've also had this vengeance quest the whole playthrough. Find Markvart von Alwitz and avenge your parents. Help the lords to recapture Talmberg. So I'm guessing this would kind of follow on with this. For now, I think we're going to have to do a bit of waiting and just wait the full 2 days. So I'll see you in a little while, guys. Alrighty then, so we've waited now 2 days. I've also equipped loads of armor. So I've got all my armor, all my best stuff, whacked it all on. I've made sure I got all the lovely potions available to me. So, yeah, let's talk to Robard and get this show on the road. I suppose we'll have to attack.
Since Sir Divish's colours still aren't flying over Talmberg, I suppose we'll be attacking.
Just so. That Istran's a stubborn bastard.
All right, when do we start?
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, we can still wait. You won't have another chance until we've won the day. Or until your final rest.
Could this be the end then? I just see my armor, how tatty it is. I'm just going to see if I can
Deal
quickly
with something first.
shop my sword
All right, but don't keep us
and fix
waiting
my
too long.
armor. Right, let's do that quickly. Right, let's just do that. I'll see you in a sec. Right. Are we prepared for the siege?
Are we prepared to lay siege?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
ready.
Are we ready?
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on two fronts, the north gate and the west wall, which will scale with ladders.
Okay.
The attack will be split into different stages, taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
Wow, okay, so conquering the gate?
How are we going to attack the gate?
We'll try to do as much damage as we can with the trebuchet first. Keezer claims he can even hit it directly.
Nice.
Even if that's true, we'll have to charge through a downpour of enemy arrows all the way to the portcullis.
Portcullis?
Fortunately, it's wooden, so we'll be able to break it down. But dealing with the defense in the bailey won't be easy.
And we got that pitch as well we got from the coal burners for the portcullis, have we? Okay, attack on the western wall.
And what's the plan for attacking the west wall?
First, we have to get men to the wall with ladders, which is no easy matter under fire, so we'll need as many men covering them as possible. As soon as the ladders are in place, our foot soldiers will run up and try to scale the
Okay,
wall.
nice, love it.
Once a few of them get to the battlements, we should quickly gain the upper hand.
Okay, lovely. Okay, so how do we take the battlements?
How will we take the battlements?
Either by scaling the west wall, or our men at the gate will help. If they can break through, that is.
Okay, and the inner bailey?
And the inner bailey?
That will be tough. Even if we get through the gate and into the outer bailey, we're still a long way from victory. The castle is designed so we'll be like hens in a coop to anyone with a bow on the inner battlements. We'll have to either fight our way through, or somehow get around them.
Right. Okay, what about the living quarters?
What about the living quarters?
There, I'm worried most about the hostages. Once we're inside, Istvan will know defeat is inevitable.
Yes.
But we'll still have to fight for each and every room.
So it sounds like it's going to be a huge, long battle then. So I think I know everything I need.
I think I've heard everything I need to know.
Do you want to join the attack on the walls or on the gate? Remember, many of the Skalitz
I
men
don't
will
know.
follow you. It could make a big difference.
Walls or gate, guys?
I'll help with the attack on the walls.
Oh, good. He's decided
I'm
for me.
proud of you,
Like
Henry.
it.
You've changed from an insolent pup
I
into
know.
a tough, reliable fighter. And as God is my witness,
Look where we
will
come.
kick those whore sons' arses.
A village lad and an old soldier.
Yeah.
This man must be shaking in his boots.
If he's not shaking, then he doesn't know.
That's the
what he's
first
got.
time Robard's laughed, isn't he?
Just
Isn't
one
it?
last thing, though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up.
Well, let's hope not.
Keep your eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after
Okay.
another.
I'll remember that.
Good luck to you, Stripling.
And you too, sir.
Good luck to you, old soldier.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wow, look at this. This whole game, this whole year of play has led up to this moment. I feel really nervous. I feel mixed emotions, you know? Oh, I love it. This is amazing.
Charge!
Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it. Right, objective started. Attack. So before we do attack, I'm just going to quickly pop some potions. So you feel like Achilles and can withstand wounds easily for 5 minutes. You strike. Okay, let's have that one. Like it. Bitter herb liquor that will put strength in your blood, but also bewilder your eyes with strange visions. It's got it's alcoholic. Oh, this is why we need the alcoholic perks, isn't it? I might use that one. That's got. It's all got alcohol in it. I didn't realise all this actually. Played the whole game and I just realised these potions have got alcohol in it. Okay, let's have one of them. Did I have one of them or not? Oh, maybe I did just 2 of them. Okay, that's good. Stamina. I don't need energy. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we'll go on. A little bit drunk, maybe. But we've yeah, we are drunk. Look, there's a little happy man buff, debuff. Right, let's get our sword out. Is that a sword out? There we go. Right, come on, men. Let's scale the walls. Who wants to go up first? I don't think I do. I think you should go up first. You two go up first, and I'll follow you. I'll be right behind you. You go. I'm not going up first. No way. Lads, go. Go. What? How are they? What? How are they? What? How did they just die? Right, okay. I'm coming right behind you guys. Oh, he's got arrow. Oh, they get an arrow somewhere. Because that guy's got an arrow in his on his shield. I can't see whether. Oh, somebody just. Oh, people are falling. Oh god, this isn't good. How many people are up here? Right, let's do this then, men. Let's do this. Oh god, there's loads of them. Well, that's two. That's two of them. Right, come on then. Storm the walls. Objective completed. Come on then. That's it. I've sharpened my sword as well, so you get to see my sharpness of my sword. Right. Well, where to then? Oh, there's another one here. There's another one. He hasn't got a chance now. Sorry about that. Right, let's go. God, he's got no chance. It's like 5 against 1. Come on, men. Where's the rest of us? There's only 5 of us. Can we go for this door? We can. But let's follow these men. You go first.
Clear those battlements!
Oh, it's Captain Bernard here. I didn't even realise he was here. Oh, there's loads of them. Right, I've got loads of stamina, so I shouldn't have to worry about... Oh, alright, okay, alright. I've got a debuff then. I'm not sure what that is. Guys, they're pretty good. Okay, I'm getting hit by all over now. I've got 2 against 1 now, guys, this isn't fair. Right, come on, I've got to get this guy here. I haven't saved it for ages, so I think last time I saved it was at Teresa's. So I don't want to die now. Alright, okay, let's keep going.
We've got them!
So we could loot them, but I don't know if there's a point now.
We'll charge them from the rear!
Maybe they'll have some potions on them. Well, these guys are good. They are pretty good. All of our years training and our year playthrough has come to this. The final battle. And I still haven't mastered the riposte. You think I would have mastered that by now? But it's a bit weird. I always see the cock it up, but then I get used to it. Okay, let's grab this guy here. Come on. Attack. Right, he's dead. Best thing to do, I think, is wait till they get their attention on another soldier and then just hit him from behind. Oh, flipping hell. I have to keep an eye on my potions as well. I think I'm run out of one already. Maybe I think it's the wounds one. That was only for 5 minutes. Right, I'm gonna get some. I'm quickly gonna get some potions on again. That's what have I got on? What have I got on at the moment? How can I tell? Buffs. Right, so aqua and bucks. Aqua and bucks. So, oh, we can't pop any more for whatever reason. Okay, let's go then, men. I can't save it or anything because we're in combat, so I hope we don't die. Oh, we're in a private area. Don't think it's private anymore. We can't even open up lock boxes, chests. Come on then, men. Come on, Bernard. Hope Bernard doesn't die. Well, hope Hans doesn't die. Oh, it's a bit laggy. There's a lot going on, that's why, isn't it? Oof. Can I not pop any potions at all? Is that because I'm in combat? Because I've got one potion, one buff on it now, that's all. I've got 2 against me, lads, guys, lads. Come on, I'm only a little poor blacksmith. No, Henry's a knight now. He's a glorious knight. You've reached a new level in agility, reputation gained. Well done, boys. Well done, men. So we just got to get Radzig and Stephanie then. Lady Stephanie. And kill Ishvan.
Sir, we should give the order.
Let's see if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one.
Don't tempt fate, Hanush.
Istvan! It's over! You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
I'd say just take someone to do an arrow to his head.
All noblemen here, all bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom.
I wouldn't. I'll kill him anyway.
What happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship, but Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question! Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks his truce answers to me.
So are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond,
No
Henry.
way.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor.
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. And then he'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
So this isn't the final battle then. Will Sir Radzig make it? Will Ishvan let him go
Bring the
in
horses.
Skalitz?
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish,
Stephanie.
forgive me, husband.
I'm sorry
For what?
for letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
God, how can you not kill Ishvan there and there? Just,
He said he was your
ugh.
friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
I
See,
hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot. Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
we gotta kill him.
Quick! To the battlements! We have to see which way they go! Oh, they really are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry.
You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
Okay. It's not quite over yet. Ride with Sir Hans and meet your father. Okay, let's do that. Oh, wow, lordy lord.
The way you found Tom,
Yes?
sneaking into Brannick all on your own. Well, what I mean is, hats off to you, Hal. You wouldn't catch me doing that.
No?
Truth is, I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
Okay.
This is quite a turnaround, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What do you mean?
How long have we known each other? A few weeks?
A year.
Like that.
A few weeks.
Before that, I was chasing wenches around Rattay and you were digging turnips. And now look at us, a pair of veterans.
I was an apprentice blacksmith, not a turnip digger.
Same difference, you silly bugger.
Right, it's hard to keep the same pace as Hans. Anyway,
What do you think? Will Toth keep his word?
Yeah. You're noble, right?
Yes. So am I.
So Radzig will be there.
so we're going. There's a long way to go. We might have to fast travel, no?
What should I say to him?
Don't worry. It'll come to you. You'll see.
Well, I just hope he'll be there. Alive.
I'm sure he will be.
Yeah! Yeah! What will you do now?
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead at most. Maybe I really could do something for Rattay and its people. Something really big. Ah, there'll be plenty of time for that later.
Okay.
There's no sign of them. Move on. There!
They actually honoured their word.
I'm glad to see Istvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
Are we going?
right, Father?
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
Oh, it's beautiful, that is. I'm always amazed.
Looks like it's all over.
With this game.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor.
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
Well, he knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing? Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him.
Sword.
Your sword.
Ah, the sword. It's not my sword. It's yours. For a moment there it was so near, yet so far. Oh well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Markvart von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front.
This game.
It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller.
Yeah.
My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin? I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Man.
Město mě vřele vítá ve svém nitru. Nemusím nic skrývat.
Man. I didn't think I would be so emotional, to be honest, guys. Sorry, apologies. Man, that is it. I'm not sure. I'm speechless, guys. That was probably one of the best games I've ever played. Thank you, Warhorse Studios, for making such a quality game. You know, I've played so many games in my life, and now and again you come across one which kind of it really hits you, and you always remember it. The last game I played like that was a game called Dragon Age, the first one, and I always think back with fond memories of that game, and I will do for the rest of my life. This game comes along, and this is exactly the same as that, in the way that I'll always remember it, and I'll look back on it with such fond memories. This will stay with me for the rest of my life, I think, this game. It honestly really will, guys. This is probably, again, it's almost like a double whammy, really, because this is the game I started the channel on back in April last year. So it's kind of quite emotional for that reason, and also the fact that it's a bloody good game. So yes, it's a year later, April 2021, we have finished the game. Wow. I was quite surprised at the ending there, though. I thought that we might avenge and get the sword back and get Ishvan, but yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much, Warhorse Studios, for making. Not that you're going to watch this, but thank you so much for making such a quality game. This has got such a big following as well. All you got to do is look on Reddit, and the amount of people on that Reddit channel. Yeah, so excellent. I've still got a few DLCs I could play, but for now I'm going to look at other games. I want to get Mafia 3 looked at some point. I've got Red Dead Redemption 2 coming up. I'm really excited to play that game. So guys, thank you all of you who have actually watched this series and have commented on it and have liked it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all this and all that. Yeah, like I said, I'm still quite speechless, really, of the whole thing. I finally finished it. Amazing. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching again, and I will see you on the next playthrough. Cheers. See ya.
Doing well, son.
Father.
Come now. You know who sired you.
That doesn't matter now. I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right. I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Will I ever see you again?
God knows. Make her proud.
Don't go.
Amazing.
Oh, don't go. No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzig wants you at the upper castle.
What?
The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away. What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here! Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
Game saved. So what are we carrying? Is the game carried on? Epilogue. Go to the upper castle during the day to meet Margot. Oh my goodness me. I didn't expect all this extra stuff here. And vengeance. We still can avenge our parents. Oh my goodness me. Oh my god. Right, okay, epilogue. Quest started. Wow. Wow. Oh my god, guys. I've never been so emotional over a game before. It's just absolutely mental. I'm not usually like that. Like, okay. So we have to go up there, do we? Oh, over there. Okay, let's go over there. Let's go over there then. Oh, this is crazy. I thought that was the end. I was gonna stop the recording and everything. But oh. Let's go and get on a horse and continue the game. I honestly thought that was the end. I was gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked.
Yeah.
I saw this credits rolling down, and I got all emotional like a little baby. Oh my god, I've never been like that before of a game before. This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So we are. Are we? Who was it? Who are we seeing? Is it up here? Was it? Here we go. Here we go.
Ah, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur, that King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergholf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Bergholf is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghof, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary. partly due to my efforts. And now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like Skalitz? We have to put a stop to this senseless war!
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Bergov at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
Wow. Okay. There was me thinking the game was ended, and it's not. So I don't know whether this is going to be split into two parts, or I'll just do one big ending. I don't know yet.
Quite so.
Right. Talk to your father. Let's have a look at the quest log a second. So epilogue here. We still got to do this one. Vengeance. Okay. Toth is gone and his men scattered, but there are still many things left unresolved. Talk to your father. Father.
So. It looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes, again. Yes.
I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be travelling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
Just one or two. Just 1 or 10 questions.
I'm getting a bit lost in the Luxembourg lineage. It all seems a bit too tangled.
The Luxembourgs have ruled the Empire and Bohemia for almost 100 years now. Emperor Charles brought this land to prominence. When he was in power, things had never been so good. Wenceslas and Sigismund are his sons, but by different mothers. Jobst and Prokop are their cousins. They were entrusted with governing Moravia. But instead, they've been in a bitter armed feud for years, and now Sigismund's fallen out with Wenceslas. Wenceslas also had another brother, the youngest, John of Görlitz, who was most probably poisoned. They seem like a hot-blooded lot. It's hard to keep up with their affairs, since they tend to change their alliances from one day to the next.
Okay. So this is almost like a recap, I guess. I'll listen. I'll go through it all anyway. Obviously, you can skip ahead. So, who is that Jobst?
Who is he really, this Jobst?
Jobst.
The cousin of King Wenceslas. He's the Margrave of Moravia. I admit I don't know what to make of him myself. Until recently, he was allied with the League of Lords. For a time, he even served Rupert of the Palatinate against the king. And now suddenly, he's reversed his position. I don't know what led him to do it, and one can't help being suspicious. It's best to keep a watchful eye on him. But he really is the leader of the resistance against Sigismund these days. We'll just have to see how it all turns out.
Okay. So you knew him?
I'm a bit concerned so many people seem to think so little of King Wenceslas. You knew him, didn't you? What's he really like?
Well, there's no straightforward answer to that question. He certainly makes a great hunting and drinking companion, but he can be very fiery and impetuous when things don't go how he'd like them. He never had much of a head for high office. He finds it tiresome. But once a man's grasped the scepter, it's hard to let it go again. You can't just abscond. You've seen for yourself what happens when he disappears for a few months. Better a bad but legitimate king than a bloody war over the throne.
Okay. So, just who is this Prokop?
Who is this Prokop that Job spoke of?
Jobst's brother, the king's cousin. He and Jobst warred over Moravian supremacy for years. Then, they were allies for a while, betrayed Wenceslas and sided with Rupert of the Palatinate. But after Sigismund abducted Wenceslas, Prokop fomented a revolt against him, and Sigismund had him captured. Politics. Make of it what you will. I, for one, can't make head or tail of it most of the time.
No, it's very complicated, isn't it? It seems very deep. But this is all based on actual history. This is what I love about this game. You know, it's so... Oh, no, yeah. There's many good things about this game, I'll tell you. It's Anyway, the League of Lords.
The League of Lords and that Berghoff we're off to see. Who are they exactly?
The lords of the powerful houses. Heinrich of Rosenberg, Otto of Berghoff, Heinrich of Radetz, and others. They're unhappy with the way their influence declined after Wenceslas surrounded himself with the lesser orders of nobility. They abducted the king years ago and made him bow to their will. They got away with it that time, and now they've joined forces with Sigismund and done it again. But now it seems that Sigismund's behavior is starting to rub them up the wrong way, so they may well be thinking twice. We'll see what Berghoff has to say.
Okay, so I hardly know anything about Sigismund.
I don't know all that much about Sigismund.
He's the king's younger brother and king of Hungary in his own right. 7 years ago, he led a crusade against the Turks and was defeated at Nicopolis. Some say it was due to the recklessness of the French knights, most of whom were mercilessly slaughtered. Sigismund is ambitious and capable. He might well make a better ruler than Wenceslas, but he's arrogant, and to our misfortune, brutal. Not long ago, he himself was held captive by the Hungarian nobility. They dislike him as much as some of the Czech and German noblemen do his brother Wenceslas. Ironically, Wenceslas joined forces with Jobst to liberate him, and now this is how Sigismund repays his brother. There's no doubt about it, God does move in mysterious ways.
Okay, okay, couple more. Rupert of Palatinate, whatever.
Rupert of the Palatinate.
Palatinate.
That's a name I hadn't heard before today.
Rupert is the Prince Elector of the Palatinate.
What's a Prince Elector?
The Prince Electors are dignitaries of the Holy Roman Empire who have the right to elect the King of the Romans, who would then be crowned Holy Roman Emperor by the Pope. Rupert took the title for himself with the help of 3 other Prince Electors, even though Wenceslas had already been appointed. Some of the nobility in the empire recognized Rupert's claim, but when he went to Rome to be crowned emperor, it turned into a fiasco. Now he's doing his utmost to get Wenceslas to acknowledge him, but so far without success. So, now we have 2 kings of the Romans. Jobst sided with Sigismund for a while, but now he's switched allegiance. He seems to do that quite a lot.
Okay, last one. That young man, John of Liechtenstein.
That young man, Sir John of Liechtenstein. Why is he here?
The Liechtensteins are a powerful Austrian family with estates in Austria and Moravia. Sir John sits on Jobst's council. Since the king's being held captive in Vienna, I suppose it makes sense to have a powerful Austrian house as allies. It could be very useful.
Okay, that's it. That's our history lesson done. Let's get to this castle.
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
Thank you, Father. Right, wow. That was a big history lesson, wasn't it? So pick up the letter from Margave Oh, pick up a letter from Marg. Okay. We have the letter, please.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, you can't read, can
No
he,
one could
Hamish?
deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle.
I can
We'll be
see
back in a
this
few days.
ending badly.
Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
Okay, objective completed. Congratulations, you've completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by riding off the map with Sir Hans Capon's squad. What? So...
Come now, Hal. My men are mustered in the courtyard. We can get going.
So these two then... I don't quite understand. So these are the main quests. It says we haven't... I don't understand. Have a look at the map a second. Speak with him, but we haven't avenged our father yet. Is that something we actually do? Let's talk to him. Hans. I don't want to like end the game like so it's completely ended and I got no chance of doing any other quests just in case, or DLC. We need to speak to Hans, but for some reason we can't. Oh no, what are we doing? Speak with this Lord Capon in the courtyard. Okay, so we got to wait for him to... Oh, now we can talk. No, we can't. Right. No, we talk to you now? Yes.
So, can we set off now, Henry?
I can hardly wait. Yes, let's just do it.
Of course. I can't wait.
So, to horse! The Lord of Berghoff is bound to be waiting as eagerly.
Okay, so objective completed. This is our horse here. Go after Capon. So I might just save it in case we do. I suppose we could save it, couldn't we? And always load up an old save if you want to do the DLC. Yeah, let's just quickly save it actually. Okay, we are off with Capon. Let's ride off the map and hopefully, it says we finished the main quest, but we kind of haven't. We haven't done the vengeance one yet.
Yeah. So, how is life as a highborn bastard?
I'm getting used to it.
what about Rodson? Has he accounted for not owning up to you the whole time?
He explained it. All will be well, I think.
Glad to hear it. It's far more acceptable for a nobleman to befriend a noble bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord.
Oh, objective completed. Put the cap on, wait until Captain arrives at the camp. Well, we're here now. Okay. So is this the camp we are staying at for the night? I guess this is all of our stuff. Yeah, this is all of our stuff in here. Okay. Let's have something to eat. Right, is this it? Is this the end now? Do we go on and is it going to warn us that this is the end of the game?
Praised. What brings you to me?
Well, we just... Oh no, we don't want to do that yet. Let's end
Good luck,
dialogue.
then.
That's the DLC. Right, let's talk to him now then. No.
God be with you.
What's it say on our journal? Wait until Capon arrives at the camp, which we've done. But if we talk to him now, it does this, and I don't want to kind of do... That's the DLC quest. What now?
Well, young sir, what now? Shall we ride boldly forth to adventures new?
I never took you for a romantic soul. But as it happens, a romantic soul is just what I need by my side right now.
What, here? Now? Aren't we leaving?
Ah, that's just the thing. Here we are, about to ride off into the unknown. Well, who knows what fate has in store for us? What if we should fall as heroes on the battlefield? How could I depart this world with a quiet heart, never having known true love?
I'm a little worried about you, sir. Aren't you getting overheated inside that armour?
Look, I can't just go off and get my head chopped off somewhere without first winning the heart of the girl I love. So are you going to help me or not?
I won't do it now, no. Is that the DLC?
Well, couldn't we do it after we get back?
We could. If we get back. Hasn't it crossed your mind that anything could happen to us?
Yeah, I suppose. But I have to go now.
See you later.
Alright, so... it seems that I can't end the game yet until I've done his DLC. And we got to find him a girl. So, what I did, I went into Steam, I uninstalled that DLC, and I couldn't reload this game. It has to have that DLC installed. So, there was me thinking it was the end of Kingdom Come Deliverance. It is in fact not. So, I have to continue doing his little DLC. So, I'm going to have to do that on the next episode, guys. So I didn't think I was ever going to do his stuff, but it looks like I'm forced to end the game, so I will do that. Not quite the end. So yes, hope you've enjoyed this extra long episode. Please leave a like if you have, and I'll tell you what, I'll probably see you, well, I will do, I'll see you next time, alright? So take it easy, guys. Ta-la.
If there is something we need, it's a leap of faith. A step away from the comfort zone and be a little brave.